Hey you guys, it's Voluptuously Skinny and I'm here with an update video. It has been over a year since I have made a video and I wanted to come back and talk about Regain. That was the last videos that I was talking about, but when I talked about the Regain, I was probably around 220, but ended up falling off and just felt really bad and didn't want to carry on with those videos and just didn't want to be a hypocrite and talk about getting off Regain when I had fallen off and wasn't practicing what I was preaching. But I'm back now and am here to talk about getting Regain off. I am successfully getting it off. But let me go back and kind of recap where I'm coming from and where I've been. So in September 2015, I had the gastric sleeve done, and then I weighed 370 pounds. When I started, I think I was around 326 pounds when I had the sleeve done, and I lost 200. I hate to say lost because what you do is you find things when you've lost them. But I got rid of 225 pounds and successfully maintained that weight loss for about 5 years. And then in 220, when COVID hit, I had several things happen that were life-changing events. I started medical school. We went into isolation because of COVID. My mother passed away. I started a new relationship. Gosh, you name it, it happened. And I ended up, injured myself and couldn't run. And I ended up regaining 100 pounds. And so ended up at ultimately, as of January 2023, ended up at 265 pounds ultimately by when it was all said and done. So this past January, I ended up deciding that enough was enough, that I was no longer going to be a hypocrite, that I was no longer going to be living in that body, that I was no longer going to be living unhealthy, and was just over it, really over it. And so ended up joining a Couch to 5K program and started back with the basics, eating slowly, eating small meals, eating from small plates, chewing my food to applesauce consistency. What else? Making sure that I was getting in my protein, eating less carbs, staying away from a lot of the junk food that I was eating. Drinking more water, sipping my water. Just a lot of the basics that they taught you from the beginning when you first have your bariatric surgery. I went back to those basics and have been very successful. I'm currently down to 191 pounds, down from 265, and have about 27 more pounds to go to lose that extra that 100. I gained 110 pounds extra from what 110 extra pounds. So I think I'm down 70 something pounds of that Regain. So I've got about 27 more pounds to go, I think. And I'm just working to get it off. So I plan on making more videos, and if you guys want to see more content specifically about what I've done, and if you have any questions, well, I was actually a guest speaker on a Zoom support group for bariatric, those who've had bariatric surgery. And some of the questions that were asked was, why did I not choose to use some of the available appetite suppressants or drugs that are currently being used to help me lose my regain, such as Ozempic, and I think it's Orjano or something like that. And one of the answers that I had was that I just was scared of the side effects, and I was also afraid of the aftermath of getting off of those type of drugs and the aftermath of those. So I decided not to do that. The other thing was, I think I had talked about the fact that in one of the last videos that I had made last year, was that they wanted to do a revision surgery on me because of my acid reflux. And I was prepared to do that. However, I was thinking that my acid reflux was probably only due to the way I was eating. But even though I've been eating well, I have found out that that's not the case, that I still have bad acid reflux anyway. So at some point, we don't know, I may still have to have a revision, but I didn't want to have a revision and still have some of the same issues that I had with the sleeve and still regain weight back. So I didn't want that to be the answer. So that's why I did not have a revision to help me with the regain. So that was one of the questions that was asked to me. So if you have more questions like that, please feel free to ask me. But that is about it for now. I don't want to make the video too long right off the bat, but if you have any other questions, just feel free to ask me. Yeah, that's about it. I'm happy to be back and can't wait to make more videos. So I will see y'all, and that's it for now. All right. See y'all later. Peace out, babies. Mwah.